You have the condition of your teeth like this and you're really worried about the tooth extraction process. You don't want to lose your teeth. Hello internet, my name is Dr. Roof and in this video I will show you how to restore any of your cavity teeth. This video is really going to be the most valuable, lifetime educational for your teeth. Stay connected with me till the end. You have the condition of your teeth like this and you're really worried about the tooth extraction process. You don't want to lose your teeth. Trust me, you can still save the tooth like this. Let's see how. I'm first taking the x-ray of this tooth to check any damage on the roots or beyond, because roots are not visible in the mouth and we can check them only by x-rays. Okay, the x-ray is ready. This is the cavity on the tooth, same cavity here on the x-ray. And these are the small channels or canals inside the roots, which you can see here. These are connected to this external cavity. Yeah, right here. Means the bacteria from the cavity already traveled to the roots, and I cannot restore the tooth simply by placing the filling on top, leaving the bacteria inside. I need to clean up these canals first by the process of root canal treatment. Only then I can restore the tooth. Okay, clear? The purpose of root canal is related to the cleaning of canals. Now without wasting time, let's start off the root canal treatment. And the first step is applying this cream over the gums. It numbs your gums and you don't feel a prick of needle while injecting local anesthesia. Now I will give local anesthesia comfortably so that the entire root canal process is done free of pains, zero pains. You may feel slight discomforts which are pretty normal. Now it's time to clean up the cavity, the damage on the tooth, using high-speed drills to make sure no damage should be left there. Not a single microscopic damaged spot. Otherwise the bacteria from the left spot starts growing again beneath the final restoration and leads the failure of this entire process. So it's very important, all these sound structures should be left. You also make sure when you visit the dentist, your dentist should not left any black spots on the crown during the restoration. You can have a look and see. If you find some black spot left near or around the restoration, you better change your dentist. You can add it to your bank. Okay? Leave that part. After cleaning the cavity, the crown looks this. This is the tooth before cleaning and right after cleaning. Before the damage is all around and now only sound structure left. Okay, the crown of the tooth is cleaned. It's time to clean these small canals inside the tooth. Like here, in this tooth, 3 canals are present. I need to clean the shape and the fill all the 3 canals. That's what actually happens in the root canal treatment. But before heading towards the canal, I will isolate this tooth using this rubber dam. Rubber dam prevents the contamination of canals from the saliva. And after isolating the tooth, I will measure these canals first using this device. This device measures the canals and it shows me the exact end of those canals so that I can clean them right till the end. But how to use this device? Actually, a small file that I need to place inside the canal. Yeah, right in the canal. And it's connected to the device. Then the file is moved slowly by rotating down. The device tracks the file. And when the file is at the end, yeah, this is the end. The device signals stop, you're right at the end. Then the file is removed out of the tooth, measured it on the scale. This is the exact length of that canal. The same is repeated for the second and the third canal. The file is in the tooth, connect the device, moves the file down until the device tracks their end point. Okay, now you understand how I know the exact end of those canals? Good, let's go ahead. Having an idea of the length of canals, a tapered drill of the same length of canal is used in shaping of that canal. For example, the first canal is 20 mm long, a tapered drill of 20 mm length is used in shaping the first canal. Same for the second canal. The second canal is 19 mm long, a tapered drill of 19 mm length is used in shaping the second canal. And same applies for the third canal, which is also shaped according to its measured length. And trust me, this drilling process is completely painless. You do not have to worry at all. Once the shaping is done, the bacteria and the debris from the canals are cleaned out using some kind of ultrasonics. Ultrasonics cleans the canal and makes them completely sterile. Like here, you can see the tons of debris are forced to remove out of the canals. Yeah. Now finally we are having the sterile canals. It's time to fill these canals with the filling cones. But before permanently filling the canals, I'll first take the confirmatory X-ray to check out whether these filling cones are filling right till the end. Yeah, here is it. These white lines inside the roots are actually the filling cones, And you can see all the 3 cones are filling right till the end. Perfect. If this root filling is short or beyond the ends of the roots, that's what we call the fake root canal treatment. And it actually happens in most of the countries where they offer the root canal at a very low cost. Okay? Now I will permanently fill these canals with the same filling cones. But every cone needs to be coated with the sealer cement. The cement actually fills any space that's left between the tooth and the filling cone. Here is it. I'm placing the first cone with the sealer, the second one, and the excess of both cones are cut off using this heating device. And finally I will place the third one. Right. Now we have the roots of the tooth that are completely cleaned, shaped and filled. It's time to rest to the top of the tooth, the crown. And the first step is applying this blue gel. This blue gel causes small microporosities on the crown that helps in retaining the final restoration. This blue gel stays there around for 15 seconds, then is wiped off with the water so that it should no longer stay on the tooth. Then the next step is applying this adhesive. This adhesive acts as a medium of bonding between the tooth and the final restoration. This adhesive is in the liquid form and needs to be set off using this blue light. The blue light actually do the setting job. Then the damaged part of the crown that we have removed during the hide drilling process is replaced using this composite resin. First I'm using the thin flowable composite. Do the setting with the blue light, then is followed by the incremental build-up with the thick layers of composite. These composite stuffs are really strong, advanced in dentistry, and definitely helps in saving your teeth. This blue light used again and again actually sets and hardens the composite. The set composite is then shaped from the front, sides and top using the high-speed drills, so that we will have the finished floor that helps in seating the final restoration. And make sure your dentist needs to be very artistic in addition of being a doctor in doing all this job. Okay, the walls are prepared with the proper angulation. The flat floor is ready. Now I will make the replica of this preparation using silicone rubber. Dentists often call this impression making. What actually happens, the silicone on this tray will take the shape of this entire preparation. And from this replica, my laboratory technicians can make the beautiful restoration out of it. This is the exact replica that goes to the laboratory for the crown fabrication. And from there, I got this beautiful half crown zirconia restoration, which is the permanent restoration, stays in your mouth. Okay, now I will apply some adhesive on this half crown restoration, some resin cements on the tooth, and finally I will fix this restoration to that tooth. Okay, all done. Now let's see the final results. This is your tooth before the restoration and all the hard work, and now boom, this is the after.